Welcome to the Blanco Wellness Podcast. Thank you for being here. Take a breath, settle in, and let's talk today about something that transforms the quality of our closest connections, and that has nothing to do with technique. One of the quieter ways that modern life costs us is in the quality of our attention during the moments that matter most. The body can be entirely present with another person while the mind is somewhere else, rehearsing tomorrow, reviewing something from earlier, running its familiar commentary on how things are going and whether they are going well enough. This habit of mental absence during physical presence is so consistent and so normalized that most people barely notice it. And yet it shapes, profoundly, the quality of every intimate experience we have. Intimacy is most commonly described as something physical, but the experiences of genuine closeness that people carry most vividly, the ones that still feel significant years later, tend to have a different quality at their center. Not physical intensity, but presence. The particular feeling of being genuinely seen by another person, and of genuinely seeing them in return. Of being actually there for the moment, rather than observing it from somewhere slightly behind your own eyes. Monitoring how it is going, wondering how you appear, thinking about what comes next. That quality of full, unhurried arrival into the experience itself is what presence in intimacy actually means, and it is both rarer and more available than most people realize. The mind brings its evaluative habits into intimate moments the way it brings them everywhere else. Am I attractive enough? Am I doing this correctly? What are they thinking? What happens next? These questions are not malicious. They are the mind doing what it does, scanning for potential problems, monitoring for gaps between expectation and reality. But in intimate moments, this mental activity produces a specific cost. When the mind is occupied with commentary about the experience itself is only partially received. You are present in the room, but absent from the moment. And the person with you, however they might articulate it, tends to feel the difference. The Buddhist understanding of mindfulness is directly relevant here. Mindfulness is not a technique reserved for meditation. It is simply the quality of genuine, non-judgmental attention brought to whatever is actually occurring. Applied to intimacy, it means allowing the experience to be what it actually is, rather than what the evaluating mind is narrating it to be. The warmth of another person's skin, noticed honestly. The rhythm of their breathing, received without analysis. The specific quality of closeness that exists in that particular moment, with that particular person, which will never exist in exactly this form again. None of these things require doing anything differently. They require being more genuinely present for what is already there. Slowing down tends to be the most direct path into this quality. Not slowing down as a technique, but as a genuine choice to allow the moment to take the time it actually takes. To stop moving toward the next thing long enough to fully inhabit this one. When the pace genuinely slows, things become visible that speed obscures. The tenderness that exists alongside the physical, the trust that is present in the willingness to be close at all, the vulnerability of allowing another person to see you, and the particular quality of connection that genuine seeing creates. These dimensions of intimacy do not require searching for. They require only enough stillness to be noticed. There is also something worth saying about the relationship between self-acceptance and presence in intimacy. Much of what pulls the mind away from genuine presence during intimate moments is self-consciousness, the ongoing monitoring of how you appear, whether you are adequate, whether you are being received in the way you hope. This self-consciousness tends to diminish in proportion to the degree of genuine self-acceptance you bring to the experience. Not the performed confidence of someone pretending to be at ease, but the actual ease of someone who has developed enough of a grounded relationship with themselves that other people's perceptions are no longer the primary object of attention. When you are less concerned with how you appear, you become more available to what is actually happening. As we close today, I want to leave you with something practical rather than abstract. The next time you are sharing a genuinely close moment with someone you care about, whether that is physical intimacy or simply the particular quality of closeness that exists in an honest conversation or an unhurried evening together, see if you can notice once when the mind has drifted into commentary and gently return it to the actual experience, not forcing anything, not performing presence, just choosing to actually be there for what is already happening. The depth that becomes available in that returning tends to be more than the analyzing mind would have found by continuing to analyze. Some of the most meaningful moments in a life are not created by doing more. They are created by being more genuinely present for what is already there. Thank you for being here with me today. Until next time, be well.